thank you, Rebecca, and I see Dewey here and Dan. Thank you for. Oh, Jesse. That's the problem. You start naming names, you miss them. Okay, but anyway, so we've got brave legislators here. Rebecca, Scott, put Wisconsin on the right path. And that's what we have to do in America. I got to help Glenn dig himself out of the hole. Let me tell a little story about Jim. So let's face it, we all realize, Jim and people like Kathy and Jim Geldorf and all you folks, Jim. Chairman Jim. It's you folks who've just really made the WOW counties the WOW counties. Time and time again. But when I was first running in 2010, I met with Jim Sensenbrenner, and then set up another meeting, and it was going to be a 2-hour meeting. My wife said, "Boy, he must really like you." And I said, "No, I think he's just kind of concerned." So Jim has done that with me, but with Glenn and with Sean and all of us. He truly is the dean of the delegation in Washington D.C. I've been a real leader, chairman of the Judiciary Committee. Jim, so much of what we've done here in terms of turning Wisconsin red is because of you. So God bless you. Thank you. Of course, then we have Mom over here, Kathy, and Jim, all you folks just working tirelessly. Who all seen my most recent ad? The one with I'm wearing the yellow shirt.
Yeah,
seen that one?
Fireplace.
So it's just true. I tell you, I wrote that in a minute. I'm not kidding. I wrote that in about a minute, and we filmed it the next morning. And understand though, when I say what gives me help, when I say you do, that's collective you. I mean, that is Jim and Kathy and Jim and Rebecca and Glenn and all of you folks. It's the firefighters walking up the Twin Towers to save people. It's the passengers on Flight 93. Took a vote before they decided to sacrifice themselves to save their citizens. I mean, it is the collective we, Americans. I mean, doesn't that give us all hope? You have to understand, the number one thing, I'm sure this is true of all of us, right? What's the number one thing people tell you? You're in our prayers, right? We're praying for you. That gives me an awful lot of hope. There's a lot of good in this country. This country, though, needs leadership. And they're not going to get leadership out of people like Hillary Clinton and Russ Feingold. I cut another ad, but it was basically this, and I'm going to basically recite it to you. If you've ever wondered why morbid people don't run for office, look no further than Senator Feingold's false and relentlessly negative campaign against me. The guy's been a 34-year career politician, has hardly anything good to show for it. So the only thing you can rely on is lies and distortions, class warfare. So if you really want to understand what's at stake in this election, we've got a completely different governing philosophy. Everybody in this room, we know we need some government, but it needs to be limited on a federal level to the big things, national security, securing our borders, basic infrastructure spending. The rest of stuff ought to be pushed down to good people like Rebecca and our state legislators. Government close to the government, where it's more efficient, effective, more accountable. But let's face it, Feingold, Hillary Clinton, they're going to grow government. That's what they do. Okay? And when you grow government, two things like night fowl's days are absolutely certain. Your freedoms will be reduced, and government's going to come and demand more of your hard-earned money. We want to limit government, reduce it back to the states, turn it back, devolve it back down to the states, and we want Wisconsinites to keep more of their hard-earned money. So that's the basic difference. It's a big difference in terms of governing philosophy. We actually have faith in Wisconsinites. Senator Feingold, Clinton, they only have faith in themselves. They are arrogant. They think they're smarter than you. So smart they're going to tell you what kind of health care to buy. And that hasn't turned out very well, has it? Feingold, let's face it, 34 years, what does he have to show for it?
Kills babies.
It is why his ads, not one of them positive. There's not one positive ad, because he's done nothing other than travel around, says he listens. He didn't listen under Obamacare. I've traveled tirelessly, I've listened, I've acted, and I've gotten results. It's a big difference. But in the end, what we're really talking about here, the real difference is, and what's really at stake, here's the contest. Is truth going to triumph over lies, distortion, and class warfare, and corruption? That's what's at stake. And so Jim says, we need to get 92%. No, we got to do better than that. We can't just do as good as we've done in the past. We need record turnout. I'll tell you, I'm pretty encouraged. I spent 5 hours, and so I'm kind of red in the face. I didn't have sunscreen on, so I got sunburned yesterday. At Lambeau Field for 5 hours. Work in the tailgate crowd. Unbelievable reception. Very few people didn't take my little souvenir cards. You've seen all those, right? The response was great. Strong support, enthusiastic support. We just make sure we need to tap into it. We can't let any vote sit on the couch. Nobody can sit on the sidelines. Everybody's got to get out because in the end, what's at stake is literally the future of this country. We got to, 70% of Americans think we're on the wrong path. They're right. Why in the world would anybody vote for Hillary Clinton and Russ Feingold, who are dedicated to growing what people are so dissatisfied with? Why would anybody think people have been involved in politics for more than 30 years that created this mess, voted for Obamacare, voted for this mess of campaign finance reform, voted for all these government programs that don't work, that are mortgaging our kids' future? Why would anybody think they're capable of fixing it? They're just going to make, like President Obama, over 8 years, he's just made matters a whole lot worse. And if we allow Hillary Clinton and Russ Feingold to get reelected, it'll get a whole lot worse. So the attitude y'all take in the next 24 hours or whatever we got left, okay, we have to tirelessly work. And the attitude you have to take, because this is true, this race could be run by a couple hundred votes, okay? I mean, let's face it.
Let them out, you guys. Can you guys clear a path?
Sure.
Do you want to go
Oh.
outside?
Yeah.
You know what, somebody help
Is he
them
okay?
outside.
We
You
need,
need some air. Del?
Here.
Del.
Make a hole.
We have a-
Clear the way, please.
Delta nurse. Okay, good. Yeah, Carrie is too. Thanks, Carrie.
Yeah, thanks, Gary.
You know what you got to do. I mean, I can't really much add beyond that. These elections could be run by 100 votes. You got to take the attitude that your individual effort, getting those extra 100 votes for me, the 100-vote challenge, could literally be the effort that's going to save this country. So get out there, work hard. Listen to Kathy.
All right, I get to say my pitch.